welcome back to my channel. I don't even know where to begin because I've been gone for a little bit once again, but so I feel a little awkward right now talking, like it's weird. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys have been with me for a little bit, you know that I'm usually pretty consistent, but ever since getting a new job, it's been really hard to keep consistent on YouTube, so I apologize about that. I actually have been more recently inconsistent because I am leaving the job that I currently am at, and I'm starting a new job on Monday. So that is why I have been gone, and it's been, you know, all over the place. So I'm so sorry about that. Definitely not trying to, you know, neglect YouTube or anything. It is still like one of my favorite things in the world to do. Honestly, if I could do it full time, I absolutely would. But got bills to pay, got things to take care of, so unfortunately I cannot right now. But now that I'm starting a new job on Monday, I think, once again, I think my schedule will be back to normal. So I apologize about that. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, let's just move on to the favorites. So I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video that this is a favorites video, but I figured from the title you would have gotten that. It's more of a more recent favorites video because I think I've missed a month or two of favorites. I'm not even sure, or I might be up to date, but now it's already getting into like mid-month, so it's a little bit late. And also I'm filming in my living room, just like in the corner of my living room on my sofa, just chilling out with you guys because I was gonna film on a backdrop and it just was not looking cute, and I'm like, whatever, this is casual, we're just talking makeup, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. So I hope that you guys are okay with this little setup I have going on. So anyway, let's talk about some of these products. So the first thing that I want to mention is my favorite thing out of all of these products, and it's actually from the drugstore. And the person I have to thank for this is Nelly. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I will link her video down below, or her channel down below. Her name is Nelly Toledo. And she had mentioned this in one of her videos, and when I saw her highlight, I was like, are you kidding me? That's from the drugstore? That palette altogether looks bomb, but especially that highlight. So the palette that I'm talking about is this Flower Beauty palette, and I think you guys can even see how highlighty that highlight is just with the highlighty, is that a word? How like luminous this highlight is. It is insane. And then also the bronzer is the most beautiful bronzer color. It's not super warm, it's not super chalky, it's not super red, it's not super dark. Like, it's just the most perfect bronzer shade. And the pink is very pink, and if you guys know me, you know that I'm not a huge pink blush person unless I'm doing natural makeup. I might do a little bit on the apples of the cheeks. And I also usually like a blush with a little bit of a sheen because it just usually looks more natural and seamless and blends more beautifully into the skin instead of like a matte blush. But I still really do like the blush, and these shades are just altogether my favorite palette right now, I have to say. I adore this. I have all three shades on my face right now. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to really see it as true as it is in person, but and I also did everything with a super light hand because I'm actually going to an interview after this, just one last interview just in case. You know, since I started a new job on Monday, I figured why not go on one last interview. So I have an interview after this, so I didn't want to do my makeup too intense. But yeah, I have the highlight on, the bronzer, and the blush. The highlight is like ridiculous. Did you see that swatch? Like, I barely touched it. It's absolutely insane how glowy and beautiful that is. And the littlest goes the longest way. It's crazy. Like, I'm in shock with this palette. And then the blush, again, one swipe, crazy. Same thing. Do you guys see how crazy that is? Like, one little swipe. And then the bronzer, the same thing. And they all have a really buttery, smooth consistency that could be a little bit, I don't know, it might turn some people off because when I put my brush in there or, you know, go to swatch it, they come off a little bit powdery. But I feel like that helps it glide so beautifully on the face that it doesn't bother me. It doesn't come off chalky or anything. And I just don't have enough good things to say about this little palette right here. This is, I think I said, by Flower Beauty. This is Drew Barrymore's cosmetic line that is sold in Walmart, and I couldn't find it in Walmart, so I had to order it offline. It ended up being like 15 bucks when I ordered it online, but if you find it in stores, you can get it for cheaper. And this is the light to medium palette. They have one that is for medium to dark, I believe. So they do have one that's a little bit deeper for deeper skin tones. But I went to Sephora the other day and I was looking at all the new highlighter palettes and everything, and I'm like, I don't need any of them. Like, I have a lot of highlighters in my collection, and then this highlight is just like all I need. So I want to mention what's on my lips, and I actually could reapply right now because I've been talking for a little bit, and this is more of like lip gloss oil, so it's not super long wearing, but I totally do not mind that. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss in Papa Don't Peach, which is the cutest name ever. So this is really just the nicest feeling on your lips as a lip gloss. I hate sticky lip glosses. I hate the feeling of going and then just like lots of gloop and glop in between your lips. I was looking at the Anastasia ones before I picked this one up, and this one just looked, I don't know, I had tried a sample actually, and I remembered how the oil felt on my lip, like how it felt. It's not super oily, don't get me wrong, but it just felt very like smooth, and it glided, and it made my lips feel very juicy and just moisturized, and I totally walked past the Anastasia ones and went right for this. So basically they have a bunch of these in all different peach tones because this is part of their peach line. This is the color that I have on my lips right now. It's like a brownie kind of peachy nude, and I think it's so flattering and would be flattering on a lot of different skin tones. These are not super opaque, which I absolutely love. I don't like a really opaque lip gloss. I think it's kind of like defeats the purpose. I just want something glossy with a little bit of color, something comfortable to wear. I don't need anything super thick and full coverage, otherwise I would just use a lipstick. I don't know if that makes sense, but for me that's just how I like it. It also gets really messy when you get a lip gloss that's super pigmented because it starts to bleed and get all over the place. So I just think this is such a beautiful color, beautiful formula. I love how it feels on my lips. I can wear this with full glam. I can wear this with no makeup because it just gives just enough color. If I'm doing full glam, I'll add a lip liner underneath. That's like a nudish lip liner to amp it up a little bit. But like I said, it's just so beautiful. I love the color. I love the formula. The only thing I do not like is the smell. The peach smell in these are just too much for me. They have a little bit of a sweet taste if you know, get it in your mouth, which I'm not telling you guys to eat them or anything, but if you do get them in your mouth, they do have a little bit of a sweet taste, but the smell is just too much for me, and I don't like, it's kind of like an artificially, I don't know, it's just not my favorite. It doesn't even really smell like peach to me, but once you apply it, you'll smell it and then it'll go away. So to me, I'm alright with that. Just wanted to let you guys know if you're sensitive to smells, but love this. I just wanted to touch base one more time on my Givenchy, what is this called? Mr. Brow Groom. I mentioned this not too long ago, I believe, in a monthly favorite, so I didn't want to go crazy about it again, but this is a bomb brown gel. I've been using it every day. I have it on my brows right now to hold them up. It really keeps them in place, and I just think it's so good. The wand itself is really good too. It kind of goes from little to bigger towards the end, and it's not too big and it's not too small. So just wanted to touch base on that really quickly. It's a little expensive for a brow gel, but to me, I have fuller brows and like a lot of hairs, and to me I just want something that's going to keep them up and stay in place, and to me it's worth it. How many times did I say to me? So I have a couple of things to talk to you guys about from Friends Beauty. If you're familiar with Friends, it's very similar to like a Namies. They sell a bunch of makeup online, and sometimes you can't find these, I don't know how to explain it, like things that aren't found in Sephora you can find on like a Namies or a Friends. But with Friends, I actually am lucky enough to receive some of their products, and kind of like, it's not sponsored, but just to let you guys know, like, this is what they have, and they gave me a discount code for you guys. So I think it's so worth it to check them out because they're gonna have a bunch of these brands where I'm gonna show you right now, and you can get a 10% off discount basically. So I think that's totally worth it. One of them, and these are all like included in my favorites because honestly I like all of them, but I figured I would just touch base on the Friends part. They're not paying me to say this, but like I said, I tell you guys about them and they'll send me some products that I choose and that I personally like. So this is the first product here. This is by Viseart, and you guys know Viseart can be expensive. You can find Viseart on Sephora.com, but if you purchase from Friends, you'll get a 10% off. So like I said, I just think it's super worth it. I love the packaging on it. It kind of looks boring, but you just pull up this little thing, it's like a magnet, and then it folds out, and I just think it's so cute. This one is called the Theory Palette in Minx. And you can actually pop out the little pans and replace them with different colors and stuff like that, and they're magnetic. I think that is awesome. Again, this is a pricey little palette, I'm not gonna lie, and I've been wanting to try it for a while, so when Friends reached out to me, I was like, I can try this palette and see if it's worth the hype. It is beautiful. I think these colors are amazing and right up my alley, but there are a lot of palettes out there that you can dupe. Like if you do one of the Morphe palettes, it should be super similar to this, I'm sure. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's completely worth the money because there's so many palettes out there and there's so many dupes for these colors, but if you're a beauty lover and you want to try the formula and stuff, it is a beautiful formula, super pigmented, gorgeous colors, and yeah, just really nice, a really nice neutral palette that you can pretty much wear whenever, because you can go full glam with this, but then you can also go like daytime appropriate. I hope my lights aren't washing that out too much, but super pigmented, super beautiful little palette. And I just like how compact it is and how, I don't know, I just like the little packaging, and I feel like it's going to be really nice for traveling. So the only thing that palette is missing is a black, which happens a lot, but if that palette had a black, it pretty much would be like one of my staple palettes. Just like my little matte quad that I always talk to you guys about. So two other things that I picked up from friends are from Jouer. I have one of them still in the box because I was going to do a whole haul with all new makeup that I bought or I've received from companies and stuff, and I just didn't get around to it, and now everything is everywhere, and I say this a lot, I just end up using things and I don't like to do hauls like that, so I'm just showing them to you guys now. So I picked up two of these. One of them is a lip cream. Is it called a lip cream? Yeah, a lip cream. It's like a matte liquid lipstick basically. And the other one is a lip topper, which is a gloss. So I'm sure you guys are really familiar with this if you're a beauty lover. This is the Skinny Dip lip topper, and it's just like pure gold glitter all over your lips, but it doesn't feel gritty or gross or anything like that. It is stunning. For the summer, I can just picture me wearing this with like a really bronze, beautiful like makeup look, and then just putting this on the center of the lips to make them glisten. I wouldn't wear this all over the lips. It's really like intense. Like it is a metallic gold glittery lip topper. But I think for the summer to put this just on the center of the lips is going to be beautiful. So I'm really liking that one. And then the lip cream is in Dulce de Leche, and this is a lip cream, basically a liquid lipstick. They do dry matte, and it is a really pretty everyday pinky mauve color. The formula, well, I wasn't like super impressed. I thought that the formula was just like any other lip cream, so I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't like, oh my god, this is the best lip cream I've ever tried in my life. So just keeping it real with you guys, but I think that the color is really pretty and the formula did work well. It just wasn't like the most amazing thing I've ever tried. So yeah, this product right here I've been wanting to try forever, and I finally got a chance to pick it up. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in XXO7. This little pot is pricey. I think it was like 45 bucks. But when I tell you, I have been using this every day since I got it about a week or two ago, and I've only used the product on the cap. Like I have not even touched the inside yet. Nothing in the inside has been touched. You can even still see like the little dollop of like, I don't know, it just has not been touched. The cap is all I've been using. I have it on right now. I've been using it as an under eye concealer and a little bit of a spot treatment, and it's very thick and creamy. It's one of those like bye bye under eye kind of things, except I hate the bye bye under eye. I think it's way too emollient and it doesn't work for me, but something about this does, even though it's super emollient. I think just a little bit goes a long way. You really have to blend it out and then set it, and it'll just look so beautiful. And my favorite thing about this is I really like using it on like those no makeup days, because for some reason, no matter what, whenever you put on concealer, you can tell. And something about this just melts into your skin, and if you set it with a little bit of powder, it's almost like, do you have concealer on? I can't really tell, but do you have something on there? And it's ironic because it's so thick, but it just works, and I've been loving this. So between my Tarte Shape Tape and this, that's the only thing I've been using to conceal, spot conceal, and do like no makeup looks and all that stuff. So I really love this. Again, it's under my eyes right now, and I set it with a new powder that I'm trying out that I will let you guys know in next month's favorites if I still like it. I am really liking it, but I want to play with it a little bit more. I actually got these in PR, so I don't have much to say about them yet, but I just wanted to show you guys because it's funny. I picked them out and they really look like just every other lash, every other mink lash that I like to try. But just in case you guys didn't know, Pure came out with eyelashes, and they're cruelty-free 3D silk eyelashes, and I haven't had a chance to play with them yet, but I just wanted to let you guys know that they came out with these, and I thought that they were really pretty. This is in the style Diva. But yeah, I thought that was really cool because they're more affordable because they're not mink, they're silk, but they're still look and feel like mink lashes. So I think that is, I just wanted to basically tell you guys that. No real thoughts on those yet. Okay, so then a couple of things. I picked up this lip paint at the drugstore. I get some PR sometimes from L'Oreal, and I actually just went to a party not too long ago with them and they had some of these floating around, but this color I wanted to try because I just thought it was a cool thing to keep in your bag. It's just a lip paint and it's not super intense, and these things are just nice to keep in your bag, and since it's drugstore, if I lose it or something, I wouldn't feel super bad about it. So that's the color right there. It's like a, you know, a mauve-y, nudie, pink, everyday kind of color. It's called Spicy Blush, and I just like this. I just think it's a nice lip paint, worth checking out from the drugstore. I think it was like $9, and I like the applicator because it's doe foot, and it has like a little bit of a divot in there so that it like really is easy to throw on. It's just one of those easy things that you don't have to think about when you pull something out of your purse. You don't have to be like in front of a mirror. It just goes on nicely, and it lasts pretty decent amount of time, you know, nothing crazy. It's not a liquid lipstick, but just wanted to name or point this one out. Just wanted to touch base on that one really quick because I thought it was a pretty color and a nice formula, and they're inexpensive from the drugstore. Okay, so a couple of glowy products and then this video is done. I feel like I've been talking a million years, but that usually happens after I have been gone for so long. So I have two products here. Actually, it came in one set, but they're sold separately in the bigger in a bigger size. This was just more of like their travel size, but I decided to get this one because I wanted to try it and it still had enough product in here. And these are little like illuminating drops by Algenist. They reminded me of the Cover FX drops, but they were less expensive, and the Cover FX drops are super illuminating to the point where it's just like, it almost is a little too much for me, honestly. So I wanted to try these. I was able to swatch them in Sephora. This is more of a gold shade, and again, it's just like a little droplet. You guys can see right there. And then this one is more of a pinky shade, which I would use more so after, I don't know, I ran out of the gold because I'm just not really a big pink person, but on my skin tone. But they came in the packet together, so I mean, I figured I would try it. They're kind of like, they're not super thick or anything, and they're not super intense. They're not going to be like that huge, crazy highlight or anything. If you're into that, this is not for you. This is more of a very soft, lit, from within glow. I just wanted to add a couple of drops in my moisturizer or put it just all over my face. And again, with the Cover FX drops, if I did that, I would look like a disco ball. So to me, I just wanted to get something a little bit more subtle. So I feel like I have been talking for forever. I have to change and go to my interview right now. Actually, it's at 12:30 and it's 12 o'clock now. It's not far from my house, so it's no big deal. But I wanted to get this video done. I hopefully will edit it and get it up tonight for you guys. I'm so sorry I've been MIA, and I always have excuses, but they're real excuses. I'm not just like, oh, I don't feel like filming. Like, I always want to film. It's just so many things going on. So hopefully we'll be good to go now. If you guys want to see any videos in particular, please let me know. I don't really have too many in mind right now. Spring is coming, so I'm going to start doing some more fashion things. My blog will be updated and everything like that. Everything will start rolling again now, especially with the seasons changing. So I am back. I will see you guys very soon with another video. I love you. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you haven't, and check the down bar for all the products and my social media links, etc. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.